Hey, Steeler Nation. How are we all doing today on this wonderful Wednesday? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Ask Mackenzie. As you know, I love talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm sure you all know a lot is happening with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, so much is happening with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't even consume. There's so much to talk about, you guys. So much has happened this week. And just when you think it couldn't get any more interesting, the Pittsburgh Steelers surprise you just like that. So I don't even know where to begin. First, I just want to start by saying hello, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back week after week. It's because you guys show up is why I keep doing this. So thank you. Seriously, for the bottom of my heart. I love having you guys in here every week. Hello, Daredevil. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, Ragu. Thank you so much for being back. It's great to see you again. Dante and Kyler, hello. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Ragu. Thank you for the compliment on the hat. We love the hat. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Where do you guys want to start? Do you want to start with Hakeem Butler? Do you want to start with Mason Rudolph? Do you guys want to start on the XFL guys that we just added? Because I just have so much to talk about today. Well, how about I take it over and I just start about Mason Rudolph? I think Ragu had the right idea. Let's talk about Mason. So, Mason Rudolph re-signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And as of just a few days ago, I'm sure every single person was assuming that we were going to get rid of him. And I thought we were going to get rid of him. I'm just like really happy right now. And I know a lot of people are have their feelings. People don't think that Mason should belong on the team still after the way he's acted in the locker room per se. Do you guys think that he deserves to be on our team still? And if you kind of look at what Mitchell Trubisky did for us last season as a backup, everything points in the direction to wanting Mason back as QB2. So let's see if anybody has said anything about Mason. Dante and Kyler say, yeah, Mason, I said this before. I like him more than Mitch. I truly hope they let the QB room be a competition for a backup. And I still don't understand why we're bankrolling Mitch to sit. Agree 1,000%. This is really annoying because I'm just so annoyed with all the hype that was surrounding Mitchell Trubisky. And the fact that people are still putting hype into him after watching what he did as a backup last year. Y'all, he was so inaccurate. We have seen Mason be so good coming in for Ben. When Ben Roethlisberger was our quarterback, we saw Mason come in and make sure that we didn't lose a game, right? And I know you can say that Mitch came in like once and like did one good thing. Okay, well, what about the other times he came in? What about the times that we were so desperate for a quarterback, we were about to call in Zach Gentry for a backup? God forbid anything would have happened that game because Mason was inactive. And because Mason was inactive, he was probably sitting back on the sideline thinking, I'm so annoyed I'm not suited up right now and that I'm not active to play, because if I were, I'd be able to come in and save the day. It was a nightmare. It was truly a nightmare at the end of the season watching Mitchell Trubisky back up Kenny Pickett. And now I'm like, y'all, why is he still on our roster? Should we ship Mitch off? Or do you think that it's going to be Kenny, Mason, Mitch? God forbid. I just want Mitch off our team. I just can't stand him. I don't think he should be wasting $10 million where we could go after other free agents right now. Like, I don't know if like any other teams want Mitchell Trubisky. So that's another thing. What if we just like can't get rid of him? this might be a dumb question, but can we release him? I have no idea. Let's see what Steelers fan has to say. Steelers fan says, well, Mason in the backfold, Mason versus Mitch in the preseason could decide who back up. And if Mason wins, Mitch becomes trade bait because teams will want him. I mean, maybe as a third string quarterback for like a draft. See, this is what I don't exactly know what the Steelers would do in regards to shipping him off. I need to look more into it. Dante and Kyler say Mitch, I think they like him because he'll do what he's told and not really sell the game. But I still remember him throwing 3 picks. 3 picks to the Ravens. Mason has a deep ball. What was I just saying earlier? 3 picks in one game. When you were supposed to be the starting quarterback at the beginning of the season. Can you see probably how infuriating Mason Rudolph probably was during that game because he was inactive? Like, I feel bad for him. And honestly, like, I take some ownership in talking shit, like, mad crap about him last season. But I really don't think last year just did not work out the way we probably expected it to in regards to the quarterbacks. I just hope that we can ship Mitch off somewhere else in the NFL or release him. What do y'all think? Hello, Steeler Nation Australia. Hello. He's happy. He says he's so happy that Mason is gone. Why are you happy that Mason's gone? I'm curious. Oh, he says, I've never seen Yinzers lose their mind over the third cornerback position. Honestly, it's so funny to think about, like, last year where we were in regards to the quarterback position. We were like, I mean, I personally wanted Kenny to start this whole time. I wanted to throw him in the trenches and get a taste of the NFL real fast. But whatever, everything happens for a reason. Now, the question is, who's going to follow? I mean, y'all, I want Tanner Morgan. Do you guys know a lot about Tanner Morgan? Do you guys want me to kind of talk about Tanner Morgan for a little bit? I heard that he kind of slipped down to like the 5th position. So I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing Tanner Morgan next year, but he did play 6 years in college. He had a COVID year. He has a lot of experience. Mike Tomlin had said that a big part in them inviting him was because of his pedigree, his experience. He's a leader. We need leaders on our team. You guys, we saw what happened last year in San Francisco. Brock Purdy, man number 3, came up and took them to a divisional championship. So all I'm saying is that the caliber of QB3s is getting higher because of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is setting the standard. So I think that's why Yinzers are going a little cuckoo about who's going to be number 3, especially after last season. Like, you know, we talk about depth all the time. Depth is beautiful. Depth saves games. Depth saves games. Literally, it saves games. So it is just as important in every position to have as much depth as you can get and the best guys to do the job. Guys who are okay with being backups, third strings. That's what we need. That's what we need. Dante and Kyler say, Steeler Nation Australia, it's not about third string, it's about backup, which is really important, especially considering Kenny's concussions, which I hope it doesn't happen this year, but look at Tua. Well, you guys, Kenny's concussions were very, very, very bad. And now we can sit here and say our O-line is going to be incredible next season, so much better than it was last year. Isaac Sumalu is going to be the guy to rely on next season. He actually just did a podcast with Steeler Nation, Leanne Lohman. She had a great show and had Isaac on and asked him some questions about just what it's like to be a part of Steeler Nation now. And one of the things that really stood out is that he says he wants to be the guy to help protect Kenny, to allow Najee to run down the field. Like, the things that he was saying made me really, really just buy into him and believe that with him on our offense, we can worry less about our quarterbacks getting injured. So, that being said, now that our O-line is better, what do you think it's looking like on the quarterback side? Are you more confident that we're going to have more success? Because I'm confident we're going to have some more success. I'm talking about having more success. So let's talk about this. Tanner Morgan is the same age as Kenny, but the third quarterback battle at training camp is going to be crazy. The Steelers are interested in bringing 4 quarterbacks to training camp. Yeah, it should be a battle. The competition should be as high as possible. And Samalu is a beast. He's a dog. He is somebody who knows what it's like to win. He won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. He went to the Super Bowl last year. Hello, he went to a Super Bowl last year. Super Bowl. What are we trying to get back to? Super Bowl. What do we want? Winning mentality. What has he got? Exactly that. Exactly that. So, I think that we're pretty solid. I think we're going to be okay in regards to our offense, in regards to the quarterbacks, in regards to our O-line. I really, truly believe that we're okay. Maybe let's talk about the cornerbacks now. So, Dante and Kyler, kicking it off. We released Witherspoon, which I think helped towards us signing those XFL players. Because you guys, we've brought on a lot of corners. A lot of them. This was bound to happen. Eventually, this was going to happen. Witherspoon only saw, 4 games last season because of an injury. The season before, I'm pretty sure he had 3 interceptions for us. But you guys, I just think that with the new talent coming in, especially Joey Porter Jr. and Corey Trice, they're really going to buy into the guys that we picked up in the draft. And we still have Levi, we still have Pierre. We just got Chandon Sullivan, I'm pretty sure. So let's see. Steeler Nation says something funny. No, Steeler Nation Australia, they're just asking me if they think I'm so passionate about Joey Porter Jr., if I think he's good enough to start. I'm going to hold off on answering that one because I don't know, dude. He can't really say this early off. He probably not. As of now, no. I don't think he will. I think he's still a little baby. I think he needs to grow a little bit. It's end of May. So we got June, July, August, 3.5 months to grow. What do you guys think? Think Joey Porter Jr. can grow in 3 months to become a starter? Because as of right now, I don't think he's going to be a starter. We just talked about talent we got. We just picked up some guys from the XFL. I think we just got the best corner from the XFL this past season. So that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I think Chan was and let me talk about this. Luke Barku. He just got picked up by the Steelers from, I hate butchering this name, the San Antonio Brahmas, right? That's what it's called. So Luke Barku was picked up, and who was his head coach? Who was his head coach in the XFL, mind you? Let's think about, Hines Ward. Hines Ward was his head coach in the XFL, and Luke Barku was deciding between Dallas Cowboys and the Browns, and he picked Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what I'm talking about. He was being taught Steelers mentality. Now he got picked up by the Steelers. Can that transfer over into the NFL? We'll see. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that we picked him up. Another guy that we picked up, let's see, from the St. Louis Battlehawks? Is that what they're calling? St. Louis Battlehawks? Yeah. We just got Manny Jones, I'm pretty sure. No. Am I thinking of the wrong guy from Arizona? We got somebody from Arizona. Like, was drafted by the... I think I'm thinking of the wrong guy. They pick up... Why am I dumb, you guys? I'm really dumb. It was Hakeem Butler I'm thinking of. That's a boo-boo on my part. Hakeem Butler just came from the St. Louis Battlehawks. He was coached under former quarterback Bruce Gradkowski, former Steelers quarterback. So, wide receiver Hakeem Butler is now Pittsburgh Steeler. Do you think this was a great pickup? We got two guys coming from the XFL, taught by former Steelers. What do we have to say about that? Pittsburgh Chatty says Tomlin doesn't like anointing rookies. JBJ will definitely have to earn a spot. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think JBJ is qualified to start right now. Hakeem Butler, I reckon he has a chance. I mean, I think he has a chance. I just think that these guys, they all have something about them that makes them fit in perfectly to the Steelers, right? So, in my opinion, I think this was a good pickup. Very good pickup. It's okay, old Grizz. You like Mason more than Mitch and hope he outright wins backup position this year. Yeah, I think we can all agree. We talked about that already, but we'll just reiterate a little bit. So, yeah, Mason is hands down better as a backup than Mitch. We saw him be a good backup for Ben. We didn't see Mitch be a good backup for Kenny. Mason wasn't active in times where we really needed him. He never really got to do anything last season. So, yeah, totally agree. We can all agree with this one. Like, we want to ship Mitch off. Ship Mitch off. This is really bad. I'm sorry. But, oh, God, ship him off. Ship him off. Did you guys see what Le'Veon Bell said about Perfect? About wanting to fight him in the ring? You guys, how annoyed are you with Le'Veon Bell? It's kind of like Antonio Brown. It's like, oh, God, here we go again. Here we go again. Oh, what is he going to say now? Will he ever stop? He's choosing violence instead of peace, and I don't like that. He said that he would like to fight Perfect in the ring. I get it. You're salty about an NFL game, but bro, you're not in the NFL anymore. Like, sorry, you're not relevant. No one cares. So stop trying to make yourself relevant. I just totally respect Perfect for responding very, very maturely by saying, why don't we just end it with peace? Let's have a golf tournament, invite some charities out, let's raise some money. I think that was awesome. I just don't respect Le'Veon Bell, honestly. I really don't. So I wonder if you guys saw that. And then Adam Pac-Man Jones came on and was like, oh, I'm gonna fight you if Perfect won't. And I'm like, guys, why does it have to be violent? Why does it have to be violence, man? I don't know. Steelers fan says with Keem Butler in the fold, you can rotate your slot wide receiver because Allen Robinson and Calvin Austin have an injury history. Well, if we can be confident in Hakeem Butler, then I say let's go. Let's go. I think Kenny, Mason, and Morgan will be the quarterback lineup. There are teams that will trade for Mitch. Well, I agree with that statement. I've been saying this all week. Well, not all week. I guess since Mason re-signed. Kenny, Mason, Morgan. Kenny, Mason, Morgan. Our three guys. That's who I think. AB says he's going to play in the National Arena Football League. Ay. Another thing from AB. God, is it over yet? Why? Why is AB still trying to be relevant? Why are people like giving this guy the time of day? Why? He's crazy. How can anybody have any respect for this guy? Like, how? How can anyone have any respect for that guy? DK said that he is on good authority that Mitch is not going anywhere. Why, though? Why? Whatever. Even if he's on he has on good authority that Mitch is not going anywhere. Whatever. I'm over it. Mitch can be QB3 as long as Mason's QB2 at this point. That's all I care about. That's really funny. He said Mac versus Perfect. No one's fighting anybody. Eric, you're so darn right about that one. Le'Veon would do anything to be a Steeler again. He knows it isn't happening, so he's being a tool. Absolutely. I think he's just saying whatever he wants to become relevant again. Sorry, buddy, you ain't relevant anymore. Like you're living in a dream. You're living in the past. You're not an NFL player. Just not. Ooh, but Ragu says that Tomlin isn't done trading yet. Anything could happen at any time. I hope the next bit of news that comes out is Steelers trade Mitchell Trubisky. That would be so sick. Steelers fan says CBS ranked Kenny 28th and Stroud and Richard. Are you serious? That's so annoying. That's so annoying. The fact that they keep on talking down on us like this. But you know what? It's fine because their headlines are going to be shocking the world next year when they say Steelers undefeated. Steelers continue to win. Yeah. What are you going to be writing negative then when we're winning? It's annoying. It's annoying. Claude, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. What else? I want to talk about something else. Let's see. We talked about that. Claude says, hello, everybody. Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dante and Kyler. What's up, everybody? Okay, so we talked about the cornerbacks. We talked about the quarterbacks. We talked about Isaac Sumalu. Let's think. What else happened this week? We talked about everything. Oh, yeah. Matt Canada possibly getting a contract extension. What do you Yinzers think about that one? Matt Canada, should he get a contract extension if he does well next season? Well, in my opinion, all signs point to yeah, because if we do improve next season, which everything is telling me we will, thinking that they're probably going to extend Matt Canada. How do Yinzers feel about that? You think that we should give him the benefit of the doubt? Or do you think that he'll be fine? Uh-oh. Everyone's talking about quarterbacks. I don't want to talk about quarterbacks anymore. I'm kind of tired of it. Until a decision is made, I'm kind of over talking about over the quarterbacks. We got Manny Jones off of Arizona Cardinals waivers. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see. He has a history of playing multiple roles. He played linebacker and then went to defensive tackle. I'm pretty sure he's played I'm pretty sure he has the versatility that will add to the depth because he can be defensive tackle and defensive end. So he's valuable. He's 6'4". I don't know, you guys. Do you guys know anything about Manny Jones? Oh, you guys, I don't want to talk about the quarterbacks anymore. Please. We got another linebacker. So shall be interesting to see what happens in that spectrum of news. Ooh, let's talk about Kyle Van Noy. Kyle Van Noy sent a cryptic tweet to Brendan Fico. Do you remember seeing that, you guys? Did anybody see the cryptic tweet? It came out on Sunday. Did you guys see it? It's like 3 little eye emojis. Did you guys see it? There's like 3 eye emojis looking that way. Does this mean he's coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers? So, Brendan Fico, Kyle Van Noy, they play together. They play together in the Chargers. Wait. They play together through the 2022 season. What do you guys think? Do you think emojis mean anything? I think that Van Noy could be exactly what we need in the linebacker position. Let's see if we can get him, right? He could play middle linebacker. He can play everything. That's another depth guy with depth that we need. Apparently, he said that he would want a multi-year contract, but Dupree didn't want a multi-year contract. He wanted a 1-year contract. Maybe this is the guy that we're going to go to now. Wouldn't that be cool? You guys, why are we still talking about them? Why are we still talking about the quarterbacks? What do you guys think? Do you think Kyle Van Noy will become a Steeler? Yes or no? Let me know. That's what I think. When one sends a cryptic tweet to another, one can only assume so much. Why would he be sending a tweet like that? Maybe they're going to eat some lunch together and he's like, uh-oh, I see you. Something's got to fly down. Maybe that's why he was tweeting at him. I have no idea. No ideas. All right, you guys. Well, you had, so you agree Kyle Van Noy would be a great pickup. We got someone talking about anything other than quarterbacks? Oh, this is a good question. Does Presley Harvin remain the punter? If the other guy that they brought in is a stronger punter and more accurate and consistent, possibly he could lose his job. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know if he will or not, but it sounds like he might. Sounds like he might. Nasty night and the big salmon are going to wreak havoc this season. I'm so excited for Herbig. Herbig's going to be so cool. I'm sure Nate's just as happy to have his brother on the team. I think that's a whole other thing, that he's happy to have his brother on. He's happy to be there, happy to be a Steeler. I mean, like, who's not happy to be a Steeler? Who wants to be a Steeler? Everyone wants to be a Steeler. Pittsburgh Chatty says, Van Noy might be a decent pickup. Until his pen hits paper, I'm not going to try and predict who could possibly happen with him. That's a very good point. Very good point. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to wrap things up. Tucker, do you want to come say hi? Come here. I think he wants food. Tucker, come say hi. Come here, bud. Do you want food? Food time? My dog says he wants food. Food, and then we got to go to class. He says, I want to be a Steeler. Do y'all want to be a Steeler? Yinzers? Steelers fan says maybe, but is Van Noy going to be willing to be a third-string linebacker because the Steelers seem like Holcomb and Roberts to be the starters? That is a good question. That is a good question. And can they afford him? Does he want the money that we can offer him? Has anyone heard about the latest about the health of Calvin Austin? Is he 100%? Who? Calvin Austin? Whoa, he's facing charges? Come here, Tuck. Come here. Whoa, I'm looking that up right now. There might be charges against... What? That's insane. That's very interesting. I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to let that be. So, anyways, you guys, I am. Oh, the punter they're bringing in. Oh, the punter. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, well, maybe we can talk about that next week. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you guys. I hope you always have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in every single week. I love talking about the Steelers with you guys. You guys, check out my daily show. I started a daily show about Pittsburgh sports. Check it out. Check it out. Check my Twitter out. Go to my Twitter. Check her on out. Tell me what you think. Got daily news of Steelers every day on Steeler Nation. So, let's see if I can put it in there. Go to Twitter at MacMilla16. Check out my Twitter and check out my little shows I do. I love bringing you guys Steelers news. So I started doing it daily. And you can check that out on my Twitter. So, again, I'm going to say goodbye now. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Say bye, Tuck. He says, Mom, it's time for food. No showing me off anymore. Thanks, Steeler fan. Thank you. All right, y'all. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Have a great night.